Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the Sonic Chronicle. I am, as always, I'm your host, Owen. And today we are doing another Release Radar review. I've taken a quick look at this in advance. To be honest with you, I'm not too impressed. I don't think this is going to make for an amazing listening, but you know what? They can't all be winners. That said, if you do like this video, because they are all winners, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and feel free to leave a comment as well. That said, there are one or two diamonds in the rough that I think are going to be in here. And one that I see straight away is the first one that we're going to kick off with. We're going to start off with Cheeky Bastard by The Scratch. The Scratch are a wonderful band. They have so much attitude, kind of like an acoustic punk folk band that have born out of the ashes of a number of metal bands, from what I understand. So we're going to start off with The Scratch. Have a quick listen here. Yeah, you can already hear that metal influence there already. Going for that discordant stuff. This is what I love about The Scratch as well. There's so much attitude here as well, and it's always so groovy. It's got such a groove to it, and it's very Irish. Oh, they've got an electric guitar in there. They don't often have that, so that's a nice addition. It's so good. It's so interesting. I kind of just want to sit here. Yeah, I just kind of want to just sit here and listen to the whole thing, to be honest with you, without talking about it. Get up there, M. It's so funny, because I feel like the thing about The Scratch is that they always sing these kinds of songs about someone that you know, right? So there's got this Cheeky Bastard, that's fine. But then you've got Flaker, which is another great song by them. And everyone kind of knows someone based on the description within that song as well. Ooh. A couple of trad style licks in there, but with definite metal solo influences in there too. Yeah, there's some attitude, there's some sting there to the way that they're playing those notes that isn't from, well, it is similar to trad, but there's definite metal style guitar playing in there too. What it needs is less of the staccato stuff and more of the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Maybe a couple of bends thrown in there. The trad really comes from the staccato sound. Individual notes that you might expect to hear on like a bouzouki or a mandolin or something. Oh. I need that harmony to be further up the neck. No? Okay. Because I'm kind of looking for that that Thin Lizzy style harmony. Yeah, The Scratch are good, man. They're just a good band. Like from the first track that they released, the first track that I heard from them, I was actually recommended them by a lad in work that I used to work with, and he was like, "Have you ever heard of this crowd?" And I hadn't, because no one had at the time, and he had known a couple of them over the years. So he recommended give him a listen. I did, loved them immediately, and yeah, haven't looked back since. Followed them in terms of their career, and yeah, great band, really fun, really interesting stuff. Love it. Can't go wrong with The Scratch, frankly. They're just a top tier Irish band at the minute. You know, they're doing great things, and may they continue to do so. Also, if you haven't heard their version of Aerials with the RTE concert orchestra, I'd recommend giving that a listen to as well, because that is a very good song. So I think this one is going to get the Sonic Chronicle seal of approval. We're going to carry that on. I think we're going to carry that thing that I made up on the fly last week on. Stick that on your playlists. All right, This next one has piqued my interest. True Love, Make Me Believe by Wildes and the Flaming Lips and Cove, whoever they are. We're going to give that a listen and see what this sounds like. Okay, it's a trance track. Listen, I'm not against trance. I had my era of trance and dance music back when I was a teenager. So I have some pedigree in appreciating some of that kind of music. Yeah, and a bit of drum and bass, yeah. Yeah. Oh, a little piano. A little bit of piano in there, that's nice. Where's it gonna go though? Because are they gonna go double time, double kicks? Unlikely. I've seen the Flaming Lips a few times. They're a great live band. Really, really good. Really made me a few people that I know like instant fans. I knew a few of their songs in advance. Particularly popular, or particularly au fait with Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. You know, a little bit familiar with the big tracks from Battle of the Mystics. Or At War with the Mystics even. But yeah, really enjoyed their live show. They do a great show. A lot of fun. This is not particularly fun. It's gonna build back up and then go. It doesn't engage with me, this music. Not anymore. And this particular track even. Maybe I won't even like tar them all with the same brush here. Maybe I'll just say this particular track doesn't gel with me. Doesn't engage with me. It's not doing anything particularly interesting. So why are the Flaming Lips on there? Make me believe what? That I should never listen to that track. All right, we're going to give Wheatus another go. We're doing it. All right? I don't care what you say. I'm listening to another Wheatus song. This one's 4.5 minutes long. Pretty Girl 2020. What's the name of this track? This record? Anyway. Marching beat. Oh. She's a pretty girl. This is interesting. This is an interesting song. This is cool. This song kicks the shit out of the other one, the Dark Day one. This song's great. This kind of reminds me of something by maybe like the Dropkick Murphys somewhat. It's just got that kind of that beat to it. That how do I describe it? Like the time signature isn't complex, but the way that it bounces along is so good. The guitar is doing something interesting. The bass is doing something interesting. There's got horns in there somewhere. A violin. Is that like a French horn? And the drums sound great. Like they sound like they're all different parts of like marching band drums. Oh. Brendan, where was the solo on the last track? This is fun. This is good. I like this. This song engages me. This is great. Oh, cuts some stuff now. Oh, the sad outro. That shit was months ago. Is that? No, that's just probably a guitar with a capo. I thought it might have been one of those like miniature harp things, metal stringed harps. Can't remember what it's called. I'll have to remember that. June Carter Cash played one. I'll edit in what that's called. Probably. Yeah, good song. Good song. Good job, Wheatus. Good job. That one's way better than Dark Days that I listened to last time around, which was fine. It plodded along. It did its thing. It didn't do anything particularly special. It did what I wanted it to do most of the time. It didn't give me a guitar solo, so I'm glad that this one did. Yeah, good track. Good track. Gets my seal of approval, but is probably a little bit too odd to go on everyone's playlist. It'll probably go on mine, but I don't know if it'll go on yours. All right, we're going to skip over the Ramones track that is a Ramones track that's live. We're going to skip over Wrecking Ball by Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus. As much as I love Dolly, as much as she's earned the right to do whatever she wants, I feel like it's just a covers album, you know? That's all it is. So we're going to move to Little Lies by Dave Kreisman here and see what this is all about. Christ, man. This is cool. Who is Dave Kreisman? Is there a little bio from here? No? No. This is really good. Oh, I think I know. Is Dave Kreisman... Is he the person who's out... No, I bought that on Bandcamp. So I've been taking a look for Mr. Dave Kreisman, and I have been unable to find pretty much anything about Dave Kreisman online. Just that he is a musician who has a Spotify page. It's a lovely little solo, actually. Very much in keeping with the song in general. Very jazzy, very... I suppose in some ways a little bit mysterious, a little bit like a spy. It's a very me-specific descriptor there. Bit of organ? That's cool. Talking about the Temple of Time. Is this a Zelda song? But yes, there's next to no online footprint for Dave Kreisman, apart from his Spotify page and a SoundCloud page that I spotted. But I didn't actually find anything to do with him on the SoundCloud page. So it's super, super weird. Which is kind of funny, because this is a song that I'm really digging. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, this is a good song. I like this. This is good. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that... Is it good enough to get the... Is it good enough to get the Sonic Chronicle seal of approval? Is this a stick it on your playlist? I don't know. I like it. It's mysterious. It's interesting. I'm not quite sure it's there. But Dave Kreisman, you're an honourable mention. That's what I'll say. Hooray! All right, we're going to move forward to Meet and Greet. Eagle-eyed viewers might notice that I'm wearing a different jumper and might notice that there's a slightly different layout in terms of the songs that are on screen right now. That's because I had to record this video in 2 parts. I apologise for that. It doesn't impact the overall quality of the release radar review, because a lot of the songs are still the same here, and I was going to listen to anyway. So we're going to listen to Meet and Greet by Ice Nine Kills next.
He's in the last cell. Stay to the left.
Thank you.
Don't get close to the glass.
Is this...
And be careful. If he smells your fear,
Is this what I think it is?
eat you alive.
This is a cool metal track. Is this a Silence of the Lambs track? Meet and Greet by Ice Nine Kills. It's Silence of the Lambs inspired anyway. Let's take a quick look here. Wow! It's weird. This goes all over the place. Let me Google this here real quick. Watch out, boys. Interesting. This does a lot. This is doing a lot. And there's some subtle stuff in the background there. It's a little bit all over the place in terms of time signature. And its dynamics. They're a bit weird. But it's cool. I do quite like it. I don't think it's good enough to get the Sonic Chronicles seal of approval, but I think it's cool. Apparently they are known for their horror-inspired lyrics. So that's probably where this whole thing comes from. This song is so weird, right? It goes a lot of places, and it nearly tires you out with all the stylistic changes that are going on here. Well, maybe not stylistic changes, but it's all metal, right? But in terms of what it does and its dynamics and the like, it does kind of tire you out. And this is not even 3 minutes gone at this stage. And it feels like I've lived a lifetime, frankly. But it's quite cool. It's quite cool. I suppose the only thing about it that is kind of regular or normal is the verse chorus verse structure. Other than that, it's everywhere, and I don't really know what to make of it, frankly. Maybe I'll listen to more of their stuff and do a report on Ice Nine Kills. Hang on. Was that final lyric I'd fuck me? Alright, next up is Afraid of Heights by BoyGenius. I listened to some Phoebe Bridgers recently. Phoebe Bridgers being part of BoyGenius along with Julien Baker and another lady. This is quite this is a song that isn't going to wear it as welcome. This is 2.5 minutes or so of indie music. Oh, lovely slide guitar there. This is very pleasant. There's the bass guitar there, okay. I say that because I think that the bass guitar that we were hearing in the first verse in the intro wasn't actually a bass guitar. I think it was a heavily detuned low E string on a guitar rather than a bass. But now this is definitely a bass. It's got that nice boom. I could be wrong on it. I could be completely wrong on that, but that's kind of what it sounded like to my ear. There's stuff happening in the background, back in the ether, that back there. You can kind of see it wandering around in the background. You're kind of interested in it, but you're talking to the vocal line. And you kind of want to know a little bit more about that, what's happening there, back there, but it just keeps wandering away. It's definitely a slide guitar, but it kind of sounds like it's not being plucked, which is really weird. Maybe there's an Evo involved there. I could be wrong, but... Or maybe this is just synth stuff that's just creating background ambient noise. Just slapping the guitar, the acoustic guitar. Interesting. Yeah, that's... Oh, we're going to leave that. That's a lovely little song by BoyGenius. That's very pleasant, very interesting in a lot of ways. Very simple, but you don't have to be meet and greet by Ice Nine Kills to be interesting. You know what I mean? You can do something and do something well, and very pleasantly, and still be a little bit interesting in your instrumentation. All right, I'm going to jump forward a couple tracks. We're going to listen to Wild Ones featuring Jelly Roll. Jesse, Murph, and Jelly Roll. Oh, so much auto-tune. Painful. This is the country phase that I was going through that has brought this onto my release radar. So you're welcome for that. But it is so auto-tuned. It's not very good though. Yeah, this is not very good at all, frankly. I take it this is Jelly Roll. Like this... Is this like cowboy core? Is this what we're calling this? Or like... So I'm sure we can come up with a better name than cowboy core. But it's kind of like hip hop, but make it country. Because we've got the acoustic guitar, we've got the banjo, we've got that single bass note on the bass drum at the same time on the kick. Yeah, like what do you call it? I'm going to call it cowboy core. I'm coining that term. You can have it. Use it with your friend. I'm going to finish up with the Tragically Hip because they are a band that I've heard about a number of times over the years, but I've never really given much time to. So this is going to be my intro. We're going to have a listen to the Tragically Hip. This is nearly 5 minutes of a song, so we've gone from like 3.5 minutes down to 2 minutes 40, down to 2:20, and now way back up to nearly 5 minutes of a track. So this will be interesting. I like that this is two guitars, one in either ear, in terms of the panning. And they're kind of still playing off one another. I like that a lot. The vocal line isn't particularly strong, but it's not to say that he's not good. It does what it's supposed to do here for this particular song. And if that's what he's going for, that's perfect. And it really goes well with the delicate plucking that's happening here. Oh, we're moved into a major. Yeah, this is fine. This does whatever. Like, it scratches a little bit of an itch for kind of like an indie, discordant kind of sound that is out there, I think, or that I might have. But it's not something that I would go and search out. Like, I wouldn't be like, yo, you ever heard of the Tragically Hip? No? You gotta listen to this song. This is going to be the pinnacle of who they are, what they do. That said, as I said earlier, I haven't heard too much of them. Although perhaps the Tragically Hip walked so that the National could run. Perhaps. Don't quote me on that. I need to look at the information about the Tragically Hip. I don't know that much about them. But if they existed before the National, then maybe this is the kind of style of music that maybe inspired the National. It's a whole thing. This is too long to not do more, frankly. Like, nothing about this song is passing the time for me, you know? Like Gary and Bart Boher, right? Like, two people short on the road. But I feel like if this was playing in my ear as I was going for a long walk, this would last forever. This would make my walk feel that little bit longer. Which is not what I want my music to do. Yeah. Not doing much for me. And that's a real pity. Given what I've heard about the Tragically Hip, I wanted to like this more than I did. Not a particularly enjoyable song, which is a pity. Yeah, I wanted to like it more. I just couldn't. It just doesn't do anything for me. It just is so samey throughout. But anyway, thank you all very much for joining me on this week's Release Radar review. It's been very pleasant spending a little bit of time with you. As always, if you like this video, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to see more of this kind of thing, and I'm going to have a couple of interviews coming up on the channel shortly. Speaking of shortly, I am also posting quite a few more interesting shorts of interesting riffs and things that I like, so please do check them out. And yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, etc., and I will see you next time. Bye bye.